Hey everybody,
So
hold on a second. Hey everybody, this is the Mardox Daily Live Chat for whatever day it is today. We have Fugly already in,
Monday.
yeah, Monday, yes, Monday. We have Fugly that's already in the chat room. If you want to comment on our YouTube video at the side, if it's live, there's a chat box. You can,
Hello, Fugly.
Fugly already said hello to everybody.
Hello.
And we do this every day, Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. The door is open to anybody who wants to come in and talk with us. We talk about anything, everything, and nothing all at the same time. It's actually pretty impressive if you think about it. We achieve great things and nothing at all at the same time.
Yeah, pretty cool stuff.
It's pretty cool. Got to make sure if you have one, pull out your Mardox mug, even if it doesn't have your name on it, and off you go. Okay, so what's today's? There's John's.
Hey. Something. You're
John said,
forgetting something,
what? Oh,
Nelson.
yeah. Well, you do it. You do it. I know.
Yeah.
I
Forgetting.
only a true brother can do
You
it
know,
properly.
there are people lining up at the door looking for work, man. Jeepers creepers. If you,
At my door,
no, okay.
I'm gotten to the point that I'm willing to pay people to come to work for me. It's like, God. Okay.
Anyway, people, there are three important things that you should do. You should subscribe, like, and comment to the Mardox channel here. Would be cool, especially the comments. We have Mr. Fugly. He's on often, which is very, very cool. And we had an interesting gentleman on. When was that? Friday.
Yeah.
Name that was pretty cool. And
What was his name again? It just smells like that. Was his
yeah.
username?
That was interesting. That was interesting.
Come on back in.
But yeah, it was just Nelson and I. We were solo, and I think we did pretty good.
We were so low, way down here, and that's still really high. I want to start the chat off. Fugly just wrote yo. So there you go. It's about a 20-second delay. So when you do write something, just wait a few 10-20 seconds before we reply to what you're saying, or it's because you're right in the middle of something being said, or get in at zoom.mardox.com.
Yeah.
Just get in here and talk with us. Fugly.
Yeah.
I just want to say there is a problem with the Mardox referral page right now. It has to do with the new membership site software that we're developing and the old Mardox system. There is a glitch. We're not sure what it is. People are able to sign up. Some people are saying they're having issues. We have one person named Paul that was trying to sign up, and I don't know if he's the first one out of 1,000 that. It might not be 1,000. It's only been a few days, but he's saying he's got issues trying to get in.
Really?
And signing up. Yeah. So we're looking into it. So right now I put everything else on hold, and I'm going to go back and look at what's going on there. So as soon as I'm done the show, all my efforts are going to be just on that.
Yeah, I had a few new signups in the past few days.
Yeah, and they went through and they become free members, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what we're going to do is this. I was upstairs. I was in the bathroom and, doing my thing. And I'm sitting there going, what's the problem here? What could be this problem? And I said flat out, I said, it's just gotten to be too damn complicated. It's what it is. The sign-up process at Mardox is too complicated. So after the show, I'm gonna take that site down. And I'm going to revamp it. I'm going to put up the video so it's hosted at Mardox. We don't have the iframe. That's going to be cleared. And it's going to be flat out. Here's the video. Here's the form, the entire form. You know how we have it right now. Name and email address. They get an invite. Then they got to come back. They got to type in their password and all that. And then they got to confirm that. And it's a double, triple, quadruple confirm.
Right.
One form, confirm you're in. I know why we did it so many steps is to cut out the bogus users out there, but I mean, I think it's gotten to be too complicated, too complex, too much data can be lost at too many points, and I think that's what's happening. So, go ahead, John.
We'll see how that goes then, because like you said, single opt-in can be a little bit dangerous.
Oh, no. It's still double.
But
It's still double opt-in. They'll still have the
it's still
form.
double.
They'll
Okay.
still have the form. They'll get an email. They'll have to confirm their email. Then
Okay.
they become a
Okay.
free member. But what's happening right now is they get the first video and the little form. They get
Yeah.
an email confirmation. They come back. Then they got to type in their data, and then it's click, go back. Now they get another email. They click the link, and it gives them the login, the link to log in. That was to cut out the junk, nobody
Okay.
exists emails.
Okay.
You know, but
Yeah, that is a bit complicated. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm gonna cut that out, and I'm gonna revamp it here after the show here, and so for a couple hours that site's gonna be down, just to let everybody know. But there shouldn't be. I'll put a post also in the members area so people know we're working on that. Hello, Merlin. Merlin's sitting here behind me. He must be on the show today.
Yeah, I just saw him sit there. Yeah.
Yeah. All you can see is his butt right now.
Well, I saw him get up there.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, it's his spot. It's his chair.
Yeah, that I know. I know that already.
Well, the others don't.
Oh, okay. You're
Yeah.
right.
So there's been a complaint that we're not professional enough, and
Okay.
we're gonna fix this right now. I don't have my headphones on or anything. We're gonna have to get very professional here, and no more of this working under the table stuff here. We're gonna get very, very professional here. There we go. There. Now we're professional. Mardox is officially under construction, people.
You triple diddly dork.
Hey,
I'm glad I came back to this chat because you guys were so lost without me.
What did we talk about yesterday?
I know, but I had to just say it once, okay? I'm sorry, but I had to say it once.
Maybe I should have stayed in my business English teaching outfit there.
Yeah, that's what you should have done. So from now on, I'm going to get a bunch of these made with Mardox written across it, and this will be the new Mardox look.
I don't know you, Nelson.
Permanently under construction at all times.
Now,
I would have my Mardox shirt on, but it's in the laundry. So
I was watching the week's worth of videos last night, cramming everything in, and I have to tell you something.
What?
You guys are totally lost without me.
Oh.
Half this conversations would have been, I would have put them to a halt. I would have cracked my whip, I would have kept you people in line.
Half the conversations.
Did you watch Fridays?
I watched them all.
Okay. What do you think about Fridays? The last one.
It was interesting.
But
which thing are you talking about?
The whole thing.
The one where it was just me and Nelson.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely interesting.
Okay.
And if you saw my comments on the bottom of the video, he'll know why.
I didn't look at it. I've been so busy with other stuff right now.
Okay.
I said.
Yeah, go ahead.
It was entertaining, but still would have been better with me there.
We did pretty damn good on
Just
Friday.
saying.
So we did we did really good.
You did good. I'm teasing you. You did really good.
There you go. Remember, people, today is the under construction day for Mardox.
Nelson, you're always under
I look so orange with this on. It's ridiculous. It's like, wow. It's like, and it's hot.
Nelson, when you are redesigning the login thingy thing, or the sign up thingy thing,
I'm not listening to anything you're saying right now. You know that, right?
Huh?
Now I'm listening.
Now you can hear.
Now I'm listening.
When you redesign the sign up page, is it possible to okay.
Possible to do what?
Is it possible to request their Skype name if they want to put it in?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that once they're in. There's a series of forms like for username and stuff like that. We'll put that in their profile area. Because the idea is that they fill out their name, address, and phone number, or a name and email address and phone number, stuff like that. Password. They get in, and then let's see what else they're doing. If they're going to fill out the profile and all the rest, then we know they're more serious than just somebody who just signs up and dies.
That's good. Yeah. Because if we can get their Skype info.
Yeah, Skype. Because the fields are already there. YouTube channel, Skype info. There's Facebook user ID or link. There's all of those in there, and I want to build that into the profile page.
It would be good.
Yeah, so that when you go to someone's profile, you can see all the links to their social media.
Would be good.
Yeah.
Would be good. And it would be good to have a place where the Skype name itself is listed and not to like click on the join link for the Skype room, because that doesn't always work now that they've redone Skype.
Yeah, I noticed that you click and it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah. You want to open Skype again and all this bull crap.
Yeah,
and,
but that's a Skype issue, not us. It's like, oh,
sure, but if we just had the pure Skype name, then we can get around that.
They're
hey, Josh, what up?
What's up?
So, what's up?
I see Belinda's back.
What we should start doing now is we open the show is "Sup, sheeple."
What's up?
Call everybody sheeple. From now on, I think that's politically correct with today's standards and everything going on. It's not quite a snowflake, but not a leader.
I like cookies.
Yeah. Mental note. Got to remember something.
What, that you're mental?
No, it's not that. I've been working in the other room, right? So my t-shirt's not clean, right? I've been doing other stuff, and it's like got to get on the show. I didn't have time to change.
Did that start out white? That shirt then?
Well, yes, kinda. It was off white. More like an angelic white. No, but I go upstairs. I go, what can I put on? Half my stuff's in the laundry, so I grabbed this one. This is the one I was using on my videos, and somebody picked up. Somebody, I don't think it was done maliciously. I don't think so. I have a chair in my room with stuff that I put on, and it's a box with something else. I had a keyboard on there, and then I had this draped on top of the old keyboard. I never got around to clean up that corner of my room. Somebody put dirty socks on this, and it's been together for about 3 weeks. Needless to say, I stink. It looks good. It just don't smell good. Maybe why my dog's down here. My dog's going, "Oh, Dad, you smell good today. You don't smell like a human. You smell like dog feet."
Not bad.
No, it's not bad.
Not bad.
No, really, I'm not kidding. I'm not joking. It does not smell pretty. Oh, that's better. Okay, thank you, Febreze. I think that's Febreze, or is that Glade? That is. Today's show is brought to you by Febreze, just because we use it. There's a topic for you. Today's there is new regulation out with the FTC and the FCC in both Canada and United States. Really important. What's going worldwide. You were talking the other day about the new movie that came out, how it was so much driven around McDonald's, and your son was saying that that movie should be listed as illegal, right?
Right.
The Emoji movie was looked at as being illegal because the entire movie was running ads, paid advertisements for Candy Crush, for YouTube, for Facebook, Twitter, all those icons, all those companies paid to have their icons seen.
Really?
Yeah. Candy Crush was a major sponsor. Turns out the law states, international law states, that if it's in a film, a motion picture, they do not need to disclose that it is advertising. Okay. If you're doing a YouTube video or a blog post or any kind of content, including an ebook, and you put an advertisement, you need to.
You are required to disclose it. Yes.
Yeah, and they're cracking down in the United States. One guy just got nailed up here by the CRTC, which is a Canadian Canadian Radio Telecommunication Commission. Just got nailed, $25,000 fine, because he put out an ebook that promoted the referral links to the other programs, where all you have to do is put a paragraph at the very top, nice big letters. That's
not true.
What?
Not in America, at least.
What?
Has to be visible within the link.
Oh,
So
yeah,
if you're
but
on a page, so if you have a page, you can have it. It has to be visible on the page that the link's on. So you gotta
well,
have it somewhere. It has to say that this is a paid endorsement.
the FTC states that it has to be clearly written. It doesn't say specifically, but it says it has to be clearly written and somewhere not obscure.
Yeah,
like in the footnotes.
Specifically, when I was on the webinar with them, when they first made the law,
Yeah.
the FTC actually did a webinar going over this, and they actually stated in their thing that it has to be within view of the actual link.
Okay, so good question. Now, I have an ebook and I'm promoting my other sites. Do I still have to put it on, even though those other sites sell a product?
If you are endorsing something that you get paid on,
but it's my
you
site.
have to endorse it.
It's my site.
If it's your sites that you're endorsing, then you're fine. You're not going to sue yourself.
What if it's just affiliate stuff and nothing like?
Although you do have to endorse it as is your sites. You're not a paid affiliate, obviously, at this point, but you do have to say, these are affiliated with this. These are affiliate companies of ours.
It's just simpler. I think it would be just simpler to say, do an ebook and at the end put the resources and say these are paid services, or
The problem is it wouldn't hold in court here in America. They'd be like, well, it was in the bottom and no one reads that.
No. The page with the links, instead of putting it on every link. The page, make a page of resource of all the links and say at the top, this is a page that contains links that are in, advertisements or paid endorsements or paid advertisements inside this ebook. You can do that, but no, just what I'm saying is be really careful when you guys write content, including blog posts now. Spaces where you have an ad at the side of your blog post, it has to say ad or advertisement on it.
Yeah, but is this just for if it's paid advertising and not like affiliate stuff or whatever?
That I'm not sure about.
Different.
That I'm not sure about, because affiliate, you are still getting paid, but you're getting paid later. You're not getting paid right now.
Yeah, sure, but it's kind of different. It's like if we had a sponsor, for today, and they paid you X amount of dollars to show their product during the show. That would cover what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's an advertisement.
But, people, that's what marketers do online.
Yeah, like if I tell somebody to go to a specific site and that site's going to give me $50, I would tell them it's a paid service. I would just flat out in the videos from now on, my videos, if I send someone to a link or let's say an Amazon link, I'll tell them flat out, go ahead, click the link in the description below. By doing that, you get me a commission, and that's how I help continue.
I've noticed some people doing that on their advertisements, saying that, or on their sites, or if they're talking about a particular thing, and they say, well, if you click on any of these links, I get a small bit of what you purchase and stuff like that.
That's it. I think that's fair. I think it's fair, but
fair.
If you're going to be too I'm going to say stupid. There's other words to use, but if you're going to be too ridiculous to watch a movie and it says Candy Crush and they're explaining how the game works and they're showing you with emojis, and you don't realize that Candy Crush didn't pay these people or did pay these people money to do that, like the old days, Pepsi can, like good and Pepsi, and the guy goes, that was refreshing, Obviously Pepsi paid them for that.
Yeah.
But apparently it has to do with young kids. It has nothing to do with people our age. It has to do with younger kids that don't realize that Pepsi is being advertised.
Okay. My question to that is, though, what difference does it make?
What 5-year-old kid reads the text?
Yeah. What even if for us adult, what difference does it make if we know that Pepsi is paying to have their product shown or not?
Well, I think they're trying to get away from subliminal advertising under the line advertising. I think they're trying to get away from tricking you into buying stuff. Where you should be aware that Walmart is sponsoring a video, not or Amazon or eBay or whatever is sponsoring a video, or the person's making money off this because of this, as opposed to go to that shopping mall and buy all the stuff, and then you see Walmart Flash or something, or Canadian Tire or Dunkin' Donuts, clunk, and it's gone. What was that? Oh, Dunkin' Donuts, Hey, we're just gonna cover all the brands. And for the record, nobody's paid us for any of the words that we're saying here.
I've seen some. I think it's on like Netflix or so. I'm not really sure. But I've seen like before the movie or the series, it says something about this episode or this film or whatever has product placement or something like that.
Yeah, at the beginning. Right at the beginning. Now they're starting to do that, but the creators of the movies are starting to say that's taking away from the artistic creation or artistic point of the movie. They don't want to do that, so they're exempt from that right now. A motion picture doesn't have to put it in anywhere. They can just do what they want.
Yeah, I mean,
Fugly wrote 7-Up. There's another one. There you go. But we're not paid by any of these, so this is all just free advertising for them. Go out and buy all these products.
It's just like someone on some.
Hold on a second. How do you do that? How do you do that? Go out and buy all these products. They're really good products. I really hate them. Really. I'm gonna get sued by Coke, Pepsi, Walmart, eBay,
Belinda.
Yeah.
Do you want to die now or later?
Watch it. Professional, remember?
Oh, okay.
Do you want to die professionally now or later?
Yeah. Belinda's really good at missing you because then she has to reload and take aim.
It's not the shot, Nelson. It's the journey of getting there.
Oh, did I scare your guy off with the comment in the box there?
No. Foggy should still be there. He's still online.
No, we're talking about the chat box in Mardox.
No, he's on the phone. He's supposed to be on here, but I guess it didn't happen.
Oh, yeah. Well, as soon as everybody needs seeds off, they're like, gone.
Yeah, I know, they just disappear.
My new thing I'm going to start to do now. Poof! Pixie dust.
Yeah.
And I gotta poof! Pixie dust. Gotta put a delay there. Poof! Pixie dust.
There was a thing a while back. Somebody was complaining about, like, how when you watch movies, right? And the movie shows a news broadcast, right? And it'll be like CNN, right? The movie, and it'll have the real CNN folks on it. And somebody was complaining that is misleading people, and that they would get confused with the real news, and that they shouldn't be allowed to do stuff like that.
Yeah, because some people will, like, what happens is, I don't agree with that. Again, it's a movie. Yeah. Somebody walks in the room and you see we're here now on site and the UFO is coming down, the aliens are coming out, and it's like they just came in the room and they're watching this and they freak out. Oh my God, there's aliens, and then they run off and they tell their friend, oh my God, did you see Fox News? It could be misconstrued in some case. I've said that it's really well done. But I'm sorry. Yeah. It's a movie. Come on,
Yeah, come on.
Do your research.
Yeah, you just come in the room and they show somebody shooting up the place. Yeah. You like ask, well, where is that? Yeah. What's going on?
RoboCop. I loved it. If you're going to be out in the sun, make sure to get yourself SPF 2000. And she's covering herself blue. It wasn't the blue stuff they were putting on. She was painted. There was no clothing on that woman. It was like, I was a kid. I was only like, what? When I came out, I would have been what? Hold on a sec. RoboCop? Okay, hold on a sec. Let's go to my research department. Tina, can you look up when RoboCop came out? RoboCop, when did it come out? No, not oh God. I need you to do research.
1987.
1980. Never mind. A non-profit research firm did it for us. 1987. Yeah, so I would have been a kid.
You hear that, Josh? Non-profit.
I would have been 13.
Yeah, I heard that.
12 years old, 13.
I was 9.
Good for you. Oh, jeez.
I remember when it came out, though.
Yeah.
The blue SPF 2000. It was pretty neat because when they cut to the news scene or the commercial in the film, it was like, oh man, what? They're putting commercials in, and then you caught up. Oh, it's a commercial from of the future.
Yeah.
You know, but you kind of like, oh man, and people did it in the theaters. Oh no, not a commercial in the movie. People got pissed off, but then they got realized, oh, that's part of the movie.
It takes some people a little while to catch on. You
know? And funny enough, they actually do have. There is an SPF 2000 today.
Yeah. I'm sure
you can get it. It only protects you 98.5% of the UV. Doesn't, no matter how high you go, the scale exponentially slows as it reaches 100%. You would have to have like SPF 100 million to reach 100% coverage.
Or stay out of the freaking sun.
Yeah, just stay out of the sun. You know, cement wall, roofs, double layers, thick layers of wood and beams. You know, it should be good. Should be good. It's gamma rays. They go right through everything.
Tinfoil hat.
Who's clearing their throat?
That was me.
That was you?
Sorry.
Okay.
Sir. Sorry.
Okay. We're good. Don't make me do part 2. And Josh is gonna be like, "Oh man, that's so gross. If I did that, I would have got in trouble." Now he's doing it. It's funny.
I don't care.
You guys hear that? Oh, your wife gets started on it now.
Not bad.
And there goes the professional side that he was mentioning earlier.
We had a member say that we had to be more professional in pointing down to a certain somebody. That's muted. Oh, not muted anymore. Okay, anyway.
I love cookies.
She loves cookies. I don't know how you guys see it on your screen, where I point down, and I'm pointing down to the top of Belinda's square right now. So, this
well, no, on my screen, everybody's up at the top. So.
Well, you can click the little link.
We all know that Nelson spends his day eating string cheese and bunny slippers.
Top right of your screen, there's a tab.
Yeah.
You can click it, and it'll put them all tiled.
Okay.
Every styles are different, though.
Yeah. Okay, now point to Belinda.
I see you at the top left, me at the top right, John at the top bottom left, and Belinda.
Yeah, they're tiled. Yeah, and then if you stretch.
Point to Belinda, Nelson.
He can't even point to himself well than anybody else.
Point to me.
What is this a test? This is hard to do. This is hard to do because I want to point to my left, and I would have to be turned to go. This is
okay.
You see?
Okay.
Anyways,
right, okay.
just watch the video at the end. It's all recorded.
Now it's working.
Yeah, that's it.
Cool.
How many people do you know? Somebody I talked to a certain somebody the other day. And that person knows a certain somebody who has a certain illness. And that person said that they can't find work because of this illness. And it's been bugging me all weekend now. It really has been bugging me that, why doesn't this person find a job that corresponds to their ailment? How many people do you guys know that use an ailment or an illness, a disability, to say they can't find work?
Lots.
Well, if you say you can't, or you say you can, is true.
Lots. That happens in Germany.
A lot, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the person I was talking to, John knows who I'm talking about. The person I was talking to is willing to do work, is willing to go forward and make his life better, to find a solution. But I'm finding so many people that say, "Oh, I have a disability, I can't do this." Since the talk with that person, I was talking to another. And he had a stroke. He had a clot in his brain, so half his body's paralyzed. And he's like, "Oh, I can't do anything. All I can do here now is just rot for the rest of my life in a wheelchair and barely, I need someone to come in and wipe my butt." Basically, it's like, what do you mean you can't do anything? Learn a trade where you can use one hand, keyboard and mouse.
I mean, I tell sometimes there are handicapped people who are more active than many able-bodied people.
I think one of the problems you see is that when they go to the doctor says you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, and so they believe them. And instead of trying to tell the doctor, just watch me and I'll do it. Forget what you said I can't do. I'm going to do it anyways.
I know, and I'm the
prove
same
the
way.
doctor wrong, and that's the problem. They're out to prove the doctor right.
Yeah, and I'm the same way. Someone tells me, no, you can't do that. Oh, yeah, right. Just wait and watch, and I'll find a way to do it. It's like it drives me to find that solution. I get a kick of those. Dopamine is when I find the solution to a problem, especially if it's a hard problem. That's my drug. That's my thing. I got a problem. I can't find it, and some of them take a long time to find. But once I find it, it's like, whoa! Then that dopamine release is right there. I mean, if you could inject that in my vein, I would love that. That feeling, that rush, and it lasts. It lasts.
I remember when I was in the Army, when I was first in the Army.
How far back was that? That was like pre-World War I?
Flap, 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 flap.
The last survivor on the World War I died already.
Yeah, that was like the Civil War now, or what now? Confederacy? Or are we talking Napoleon? And not Napoleon Dynamite for the younger viewers. It really was a person called Napoleon.
And at any rate,
he was a short guy that thought he was big, Anyways, John.
Oh, he had his jacket, right?
Yeah, when you were back in the Army.
Yeah, when I was first in the Army.
Today's word is muzzle.
I was in my first.
And brought to you by the number 42.
I was in my first training and my first professional training for my Army career, and I have asthma, and sometimes I would have problems and would have to go to the hospital and stuff. I would go on sick call, and give me medicine, tell me to rest. I wouldn't get better. I had to go back, and then one time, I went back to see the doctor. He thought I was trying to get out of the Army, and he says to me, "Okay, Private Brewer, so when you want to get out of the Army?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he said, "Yeah, you're always talking about you're sick and blah blah blah." Anyway, he insinuated that I was trying to get out of the Army. That was the last time I went on sick call there.
Yeah, it was almost insulting. It was almost insulting, right?
Yeah, it was very insulting. Because after that, what I did was I went on this was at Fort Gordon, Georgia, and we had a big old track. It was called Barton Field, and that's where we did our runs and everything. And what I did was I just got on that track and ran whatever was in me out of me. And that ticked me off.
I mean, I all through my school, I was basically crushed down because no teacher in my elementary years took the time to say, wait a minute, there's either a learning disability or there's something else going on here, but Nelson needs a little bit of focus, and everybody was just, Nelson's not worth it, and
that's a big problem. That's a big problem,
It is.
Especially nowadays that we know what we know, just because a kid doesn't seem to be very smart or paying very much attention in school, it could be that they're under I can't think of my English term. They are not. Can't think of the English word for it. But yeah, it could.
We're talking about this episode is brought to you by the word muzzle and the number 42, and Fugly says, and the sound of red. Somebody's a little
Yeah, but some of these kids with these disabilities are bored, like you and Josh talk about a lot.
I was bored. I was bored out of I was so discouraged by level 1 or my first year of high school, because here in Quebec it's grades 1 through 6 is elementary, then your first year of high school is level 1 through 5, and then you go to college. And my level 1, my first year of high school, I was really, really bored. They stuck me into level 2, and that went well. I was like, that was kind of a boost, great, because I did the placement test. I got placed in level 2, and then they started giving us okay, now we're gonna learn how to do trigonometry, and you gotta be kidding me. And I already knew this stuff from grade 4, elementary. So for 3 years now, I've already known trig, and they're starting on it, and then they're starting bedmas and bodmas. Brackets, exponents, multiplication, addition, subtraction. How that works, and here's sheets and sheets and sheets of these exercises. I got bored. After 2 weeks, they said, well, we're going to put you down to level 1, which is the first year of high school. So instead of being advanced 1 year, we're going to bump you down. Now I had all the kids in school going, nah, 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 nah. How many kids get bumped down a year after 2 weeks of being in a certain level, right? And that crushed me. That destroyed my entire will to want to do school. It did. Yeah. It was downhill from there. And now, if a kid has troubles like us, now it's we have to take them in and do special tutoring and special teaching, look to see where they're at, find out what they're focused on. Because some kids won't want to learn history at all, but they're excellent at mathematics. Focus on the math. Forget the history. Focus on the math. But it was later on in my life. It was probably when I was 20 years old is when I realized I can't let these people around me crush me down, especially my family. Not my dad, my mom, but the uncles and aunts. Oh, well, you're that way. You're weird. You're, retarded is what they're trying to say. Retarded, for lack of a word. And and I was called that from some of my cousins. And but it's funny how today they got a problem with the computer or want a website done or programming. Hell yeah, let's call Nelson. Hypocrites. And I haven't talked to my family. I tell you right now, if I die today, there's going to be a funeral. It's going to be my close family, and that's it. Yeah. And there's no shame. I got no shame.
I don't blame you.
I pushed them out. I had to learn at some point. Push those people out, not rudely, but just.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not going to make an active effort to contact these people. If they contact me, I'll talk with them.
Yeah. That's a decision that one has to make. Yeah. And one need to realize that they have to make.
Yeah.
That some people you need to just push out of your life. Yeah. Just like them, they know you. If they get in contact with you, fine. If they don't, oh well. Because I have enough real problems and real things that I'm dealing with and real goals and stuff that I'm going after, and I don't need to deal with unnecessary, stupid, childish drama. And so I don't put up with it.
That's it.
Yeah.
I've got two things I'm looking at here. Your husband's better half. You tell them sugar, unless it's slugger. the H and the L got mixed up by accident.
Okay, am I supposed to decode that or?
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. It's a spelling mistake. It might be dyslexia. Don't say that either. I didn't say that. Go back and cut that out. Can't talk against people with dyslexia. That's profiling. No. That's profiling.
No.
And it's fair. I can say because I am dyslexic.
Yeah.
And I'm typing disabled, and I have to. I'm a programmer, and I do this.
That's why, like in my classes, I talk about how Americans are and stuff like that, and I can do it because I'm born and bred American, and I know what I'm talking about. So
Oh, I got a message back to what I just said. Well, I'm awesome sauce. Yes, you are. Number one. Keep it up. Everybody. Exactly. John, what did I tell you to do every morning for the next 21 days? Can you tell the people?
Yes. You told me that when I get up,
go back to
first
sleep.
thing I do, I get up and I say, today is going to be a great day.
Yeah, believe it. Yeah. Make it. I've been doing it for about 15 days now. The alarm goes off. I get up right away, and it's not just. And even like last night, I went to bed. I had 2 hours. The alarm went off. I got up, and
Nelson, you go back to sleep. Let John be awake.
Yeah,
kidding.
And but even though I only had a couple hours sleep, I started off by saying, "It's going to be a great day." Telling yourself that you're awesome sauce. That's as long as you believe it. You know, I'm not really a sauce. I'm more like a powder or a solid piece of beef. You know, it's awesome beef. But yeah, no, positivity all the way, 100%. You know, it's tell yourself positive stuff throughout the day. Yeah, it's. I got a video that I want to do. It talks about the four main chemicals in the human brain and how it works. This is why I was mentioning dopamine, and you know, there's serotonin, there's oxytocin.
I used to do that in school when the people said you got to be more positive. I said I'm positive. I'll fail.
but I've been reading up on the four main chemicals in our brains and how it affects us and our society around us. Like serotonin. We've heard the word serotonin. Do you guys know what it does? Josh should know this if you took medical.
I'm sorry?
Serotonin is a chemical in our brain that's related directly to the feeling of safety, a unity, community. It's true. If you don't have serotonin running through your brain, you're not safe. You don't feel safe. When you come into a room, if I want to go into a new place and I feel uneasy, I don't want to go in there, but if I go in with somebody else with me or a group of people, and then I feel it, my brain is producing serotonin. And it's incredible what these chemicals do. There's hundreds of these chemicals, but there's four major ones that I want to do a video on explaining what these four chemicals do. And it's outstanding. And why do we get sick when we're stressed? It's cortisone. Researchers have found that cortisone hinders the production of certain chemicals like serotonin, dopamine. I'm trying to think.
There's a relationship with that and autism.
Yeah. No. But it stops this, and it even halts the immune system. For every little dose of cortisone in your body, your immune system stops for up to 5 minutes. It doesn't do anything. Yeah, it halts.
No, serotonin is not for security.
Yeah, it is. It's
for happiness and well-being.
Well, there you go. Same thing.
No, not quite.
It's the same thing. Happiness and well-being. I'm happy and I'm well-being. I'm in a group. I'm secure. I'm safe. I got well-being. It's a question of words, but it's basically the same thing. But cortisone, being stressed, they're starting to find out that being
epinephrine on the other hand.
The what?
And now your epinephrine levels will go through the roof if you feel like you're scared.
Yeah, that's right. That's your flight. That's your fight or flight. Fight, flight, or just lay down and die. You know. But I'm gonna do a video on that on the four main chemicals. I got it planned out. I'm gonna talk about it. And it's really powerful stuff. And if you know how to control how you feel, oh yeah, these people. There's a reason why people who are very successful say, "You're negative. I don't want nothing to do with you. Go away." They'll literally slam the door in your face because they don't want the negativity, because it brings down their chemicals in their brain.
Yeah, one of the problems we had is when you're autistic, a lot of us have a problem with understanding what's dangerous and what's not. And so we don't really have no fear because we don't have the emotional thing. We also have lack of fear as well. We're willing to do crazy shit that no one else will do.
It literally is less epinephrine and more dopamine, because you get a kick out of doing something that others wouldn't do.
It's not that we get a kick out of it. It's just we don't think about it. There's others are kind of concerned about certain things. We just jump in and don't worry about it.
And we look like we're insane. Like me, I jumped off like a 40-foot cliff to dive into water. I never knew it was down there. Everybody was like, no, I shouldn't do it. We should go down and see if there's stones. I'm like, oh, no, forget this. And I dived in. I could be dead today.
I remember when I was applying to college and they looked at my application. They're like, holy crap, this is what you actually did for the last few years. I'm like, yeah. Because I put it on my application, I'm like, over the last 12 years, I've gone to work on the worst day of someone else's life. I've been shot at about 100 times. I've picked up about 500 bodies and had smoke inhalation 3 times. And they're like, oh my God, this is insane. That's just how it was. I mean, if I was a car on fire, I was going to jump in to find out if somebody's in there.
Our comment here, your husband's better half. I know I'm all that and a truckload of Doritos. Can I share with your truckload of Doritos? No.
Now Doritos does some great commercials, especially with the one where they throw the Dorito and the baby jumps out of the freaking wound.
Yeah. Oh, gee, yeah. No. That was one of their worst ones. Yeah, the one that comes out like an alien there and grabs it. Oh,
No, all you hear is the scream and then it cuts off.
No, it was Slim Jim. It was Slim Jim.
Yeah.
Again, nobody's paying us for these ads. It was Slim Jim, where you see the Slim Jim, your cravings in your stomach, and then he comes out of the stomach and grabs it and goes, "Get a Slim Jim!" And it's like,
no, I haven't seen that one.
I like cookies.
Belinda likes cookies.
We know.
Cookies.
I heard someone complained about that Dorito commercial.
Yeah.
A while back.
I'm sure they did. They complain. Everybody complains about everything in the politically correct America now, man.
Do you guys remember the water commercial for
everything's
Evian?
politically correct here now.
Do you guys remember the water commercial for Evian? Yeah, or however you want to pronounce it, the one with the babies, they're roller skating, and they jump on the fence. People actually thought those were real babies trained to do the commercial.
It wouldn't surprise me. They got it. PETA had a fit when they did the skydiving cat one too.
Come on, the babies weren't trained. They hung them off strings. Come on, get real.
I know. Yeah, and then there was this foreign commercial. I don't know what language it was in, but it was great. It was talking about teaching foreign languages.
Yeah. And
it had this fish, and the cat was coming up to the fish bowl, and the fish comes out the bowl and starts barking, and the cat runs, and it's there and says,
No, it's Babel.
Teaching the fish how to bark.
Wasn't that Babelfish?
Huh?
Babelfish, wasn't it?
No, this is just a goldfish in a bowl, but they were teaching it how to bark, so as a foreign language. That was the whole gimmick of the commercial.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So walk in, talking American to a French guy, and he turns around and talks to you in Russian.
Or it's like, when they used to have, I don't know if they still have it in the States, that commercial
this episode is brought to you by Mardox.com.
Instead of having shock collars for kids, let's have a shock collar for Nelson.
No, don't go there. Don't go there. We did a show on that, and I got so many people that complained about how we talked about that.
No, we're talking about shock collars for you, not kids.
No,
you.
No, don't even go there. That's a bad one.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, we got so many complaints on that when I had to ban a whole bunch of people just
I remember
our video.
talking about that,
Our video, our thumbs up and thumbs down. We had like 40 thumbs down and 2 thumbs up for that video.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, because we talked about the shock colors and how I tried it out.
That means 2 sadists out of 40 liked us.
Yeah, that's it.
It wasn't even me. Jeez.
Yeah, that's it. That was a bad topic.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, John.
Shock collars, animals, or kids?
There used to be this.
Kids are adorable.
No, the shock collar on the kid.
Yeah, I know. That was
okay. So instead of talking about shock collars on kids, we'll talk about free child labor.
Okay, let's go, John. Let's do it.
I'd rather go back to saying shock collars on Nelson.
I went through 18
Everybody
years.
wants to see that.
I went through 18 years of child labor. I was brought into this world to serve my parents. I didn't get paid.
Yeah, that's it. I kept asking my parents, "Hey, can we get a dishwasher?" They said, "We already got 4."
John's smiling in such a way right now. It's like, you assholes, let me talk. Now that's a smile of, hey, he got it.
Go ahead, man.
Go ahead, man.
That's scary, Nelson.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting good at that, aren't I?
At any rate, there was a commercial that used to talk about drugs, and they had the skillet. And they crack the eggs in it. This is drugs, and this is your brain on drugs.
I remember those.
Yeah. And I heard that there were complaints about that because kids saw it and didn't want to eat eggs anymore.
That's true, yeah. Because they associated eating eggs as drugs.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. I didn't want to eat eggs because my brother told me what it is. And one day he cracked open an egg, and there was a half-formed chick inside. And for the longest time, I would not eat eggs. And then my brother idiot, and I don't care if he watches this, idiot as he is, told me that hot dogs are made from cow's lips. And I'm like, I couldn't eat hot dogs. My dad got ticked off because it was getting to a point I wouldn't eat anything anymore. And
that's a brother for you.
Yeah, and that I used to love grape juice, and he told me, you know where grape juice comes from, right? It's powdered cockroach urine. And I'm like, so I stopped drinking grape juice. My dad got ticked because it was either milk, which was more expensive, or here's grape juice, hydrate yourself, drink. And now it's like, I don't want to drink grape juice anymore. It comes from cockroaches. And my dad, now this is all in a 1 week span. My brother came down with my mom. They visited. They stayed over, and in 1 week, my brother destroyed my diet. That ass.
How old were you?
7, 8.
Oh. How old was he?
Well, 4 years older. So you figure it out.
Your dad should have laid in, or somebody should have laid in.
No. My dad really did. One point, I remember my brother went to back talk him. He went like this with his hand against my brother's forehead, and my brother's head hit his hand, hit the wall, came back and hit his hand again. I was like, smack, smack.
Well, I'm not for slapping or anything. I just meant,
No, he didn't slap him. His head hit the hand, not his hand hit the head.
Yeah, his head.
In other words, his brother accidentally ran into the hand.
Yeah,
that's
how
how it
did
works.
he manage to run into his hand?
There's a legal difference on the wording.
Yeah, the hand only moves through space. It didn't move through time.
Yeah, there's a big difference on the legal wording there.
But whether it's child abuse or not, it's everyone's choice. But we'll get into that because it really is up to the parents to decide what they want to do or not do. And if it goes too far, that's a whole different story. But a good smack once in a while, like smarten up, isn't going to kill anybody.
Also depends what the kid's doing too.
That's what butts are for, as a last resort, not faces. If somebody even tries to hit my face because I was abused when I was a kid, I will haul up and deck them.
Well, no, not with the family we were in. Anyways, it's not any better. You're gonna haul off and deck them. That doesn't solve anything. It doesn't.
But it gives them right back to him, and I'm good with that.
It's not the place to do it. In this situation, it wasn't. He was in the wrong. Literally, I was stopping eating because I wouldn't eat anything anymore.
You just punish him a different way. That's a lot on the face.
There was no other way. My brother's a jackass. He's a real jackass. This is the same guy that's in the military, and last time I saw him, my brother's such a jerk. My whole family's a jerk, and it's not just me. I'm not the one marching out of step here. My brother, I haven't seen my biological mother, in 15 years. We had a falling out. 15 years later, I'm sitting down talking with her. My brother comes around the corner at the hotel room, at the hotel in the lobby, and as he comes around the corner, there's other people there, and he blatantly says, "Hey, motherfucker, what are you doing here?" As opposed to, "Hi, Nelson, how are you doing?" Like a normal social human being. I'm not making it up. He told my mom, "Well, we gotta go. My car's parked outside." He shoot off. My mom, I can remember, my mother turned and goes, and she didn't have time to say goodbye to me. And that was only a couple years ago here at the hotel over here. And it's like, haven't heard from her since. Now it's like, it's... It is what it is, Yeah. But it's like, he is such a jerk. He has to have everything, control everything, and it's got to be his way. It's ridiculous. It's beyond an illness. It's like, he's got to ruin everybody else. He's got to be number one. But again, I pushed him out of my life, and I said, I don't need him in my life. I don't need to do what I'm doing, and I don't need his confirmation or his
approval.
That is approval. I don't need it. If anything, all he's going to do is just say it's garbage, 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 and crush it down, and ultimately crush me down. So it's what it is. I'm sure everybody here has somebody like that in their family or friends or people they know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember when I first started teaching.
Stone tablets? Chisels?
Dude, he's not that old. Come on.
I'm going to ignore that now.
Okay. We're coming to Germany. At least I am right now. I don't know. My wife wants me to leave. My wife wants me to leave for 2 weeks. I think next summer or after the pools are done, she's going to say, "Go to Germany and just
leave."
John, just make sure he can fit in your Fritz box good.
I'll bring my own. It'll be better. Anyways, back in the day, when using stone chisels and stone tablets, you were teaching. You said
when I first started teaching,
muzzle.
Someone said, because they saw my price list, and what I charged for my hourly rates and stuff back then, and they were, that's too expensive. Nobody will ever pay for that.
I've had that.
and which was total bullcrap because you know, I used to have a lot of private customers before I started teaching for language companies and stuff. And because I learned.
Josh, mute yourself, or you're gonna blow your nose.
I learned because I taught for this lady once. She had a language company in the town where I was in, and when I started teaching, I had kind of applied there for work.
Right.
And eventually, she needed a tutor. You know, she needed someone, and she hired me. And eventually, they moved to another town. And she gave me a lot of advice because I told her, you know, I want to start my own business. But she gave me a lot of advice, and she told me about pricing. And she told me that because over here in certain areas, people will only pay a certain amount, right?
Mm-hmm.
And but she taught me about that. So that's how I structured my prices. And then as I got into the online teacher market, you know, what you learn is you need to charge what you're worth because people have a habit of undervaluing themselves and stuff like that, and that's not a good thing.
Josh says it all the time. He only charges $1,500 for a site.
But you really need to charge what you're worth. You know,
I'm worth at least 10,000.
I have one contract I have one contract we're waiting to close right now for 30,000 for one website. How about that?
Nelson, give me money.
Fugly writes, "Can you teach me to speak English?"
Oh boy.
Run.
My specialty is teaching Germans to speak English, but yeah, I guess I could teach anyone. Yeah. You know, it's interesting.
Even somebody called Fugly?
Yeah.
Oh, Lauren just came in.
Okay.
The what?
She didn't come in, she just said hi in the Mardox chat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling her that now.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Wow. Cricket. Where's Paul?
I guess he didn't make it today.
Well,
His only day off.
Yeah, tell him we got 4 minutes to go.
Or he couldn't figure it out, one or the other.
Why bother now? I mean, no, he knows he has Zoom. He knows how it works.
Okay.
I've had clients that have trouble figuring it out.
Well, yeah, I got people.
No, we were in Zoom earlier, so he knows how it works.
No, we were on Skype earlier.
No, before you.
I got people that don't understand. They go, "Where's the link for Zoom? The actual link? Where's the number?" You know, they're so used to punching a number in. And I tell them, you don't have to. It's zoom.mardox.com. It goes straight there. They don't get it.
Hey, Lauren, who are all those people in your house? You got people walking through your house.
Yeah, and there's a nice McDonald's logo behind you. Where'd you get that piece from?
Okay, yes. This is not a McDonald's sponsored video. Okay, guys.
Wait, what? You mean the M doesn't stand for Mardox?
No, that's what we should do.
I thought it was a new Mardox logo.
Tina, can we change the Mardox logo to the M for McDonald's? My legal department says no, we can't.
Oh well.
Now, see, this is what you see. You see that Lauren's rich. You see her kitchen staff back there and working real hard and making her dinner. And
that's it.
Yeah. Stupidest word ever invented, and it makes perfect sense. The word boob.
Okay.
Think about it. The cat.
As in Nelson is
hold on, Blaine, hold on.
Kidding.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. God, I hate that. I get interrupted. The capital B is the view from above. The two O's are the view from the side, from the front on, and the lowercase b is the view from the side. It really was written this way. Look it up. Cricket.
Telling us this because.
Huh? Stupidest.
You're telling us this because.
Stupidest. There's a 1 minute left to go. We gotta put something in. Today's stupid news is no. I thought about it because of the letter M.
So I'm guessing the D is. I guess the D is the other side of that, right?
How's there a D in the word boob?
No, I'm talking about. I guess they came up with the same thing for the D, huh?
How is everyone?
He means penis.
No. This is where it gets all unprofessional. We're still recording, guys.
Well, I had to say because you weren't getting it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
He wasn't getting it.
I told Belinda the show's got to get more professional. So now she's trying to find professional ways of putting her words in, like
right.
What?
It's a proper English.
No.
She wanted it to get professional, so she put herself on mute all.
Earlier, if you listen carefully, you can back up about 10 minutes. Earlier, she said, "Watch Dick run."
That was a name, you Neanderthal.
You still managed to get the word "dick" in our show.
I didn't even mean it that way. That was just a bonus. But anyhow,
look. You got John beside me, all excited. He's got a.
I'm laughing at what Josh said. I think y'all missed
I'm just
that
having face palm moments left and right.
I think they missed it too. That's okay.
Yeah, I got it. But so before we end the show, how about everybody say hi to Lauren and talk to Lauren a little bit?
Hi, Lauren.
We've been saying hi. We talked about her kitchen.
You have to unmute.
How are you?
We're doing good. How are you?
All right.
Really?
Wishing I had a big.
I'm at McDonald's.
Did you get a burger?
Hope not. The chicken's better.
The best stuff ever. Well, whatever. The chicken burger or whatever. But it's the best food ever. Now, no endorsements. No endorsements. No paid advertising here.
Yeah, tell them thank you for advertising around the world for them right now.
Yeah, McDonald's should pay. I'm going to show it to Mario and say, hey, dude, I want some compensation for this.
I got to try their new chicken strips. Yeah, every time I try those here, they're all sold out.
Oh,
they're selling out like crazy over here.
McDonald's.
The new buttermilk ones. You know, the buttermilk crispy chickens strips they got.
Never heard.
I don't know if they have that over here.
No.
Yeah, they got that now.
Here it was the wings, the hot wings. They came here for 2 days. They ran out and never came back.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're running it in California and in Quebec, and for 2 days they had enough for 2 days. Everybody went, boom, chicken wings. And it's like, poof, gone. Pixie
the Mighty Wings over there, that's what they call them.
Yeah, the Mighty Wings, yeah.
Those things are awesome, man. Yeah. If you ever get a chance to get them, grab them, because they do go fast. I remember them from back in the day. And every now and then they bring them back, but they don't bring them back very long.
I had one. I walked up behind the lady, I went, boo! She went, ha! And I caught it just in time. And then I ran.
I don't know you.
No. Because then I ran, because when she grabbed her cane and came running at me, she dropped the rest of them, and then there was a horde of people running for the ones that fell. and she was running after me with a cane, So I was like, ah. So I
really don't know you now.
So with the flavor of the chicken wings, endorphins, adrenaline, it's like, oh, they're so good because the adrenaline rush, right? I gotta talk.
I'll be under the table.
Johnny.
Yes, sir.
Johnny, do you want to continue, or are we ending this? Are we ending this?
Oh, we're being so professional. Let's continue, not.
Everybody so far says when they watch it, within 5 minutes they got a huge smile on their face.
Did you say a huge smell on her face?
Yeah, that too. I mean, I can't wait to get out of this. This is going to the wash.
Good thing.
Yeah, so go ahead, John. Do your magic, since you have to pay for your membership.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us once again at the Mardox, whose thing is ringing. At the Mardox Daily Live Chat, brought to you every day, Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be here or be nowhere else but here.
Yeah.
And did I just hear a toilet flush?
Do three important.
Like.
Haven't heard that one.
Do
just
three.
Did it again.
Okay.
Well, Lauren is near in the McDonald's. I don't know how close
It's gotta be,
she could
yeah,
be.
yeah, it's gotta be Lauren. It's gotta be something in the background over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the lady just came out.
McDonald's is making everybody go.
Yeah. Yeah, you're on television. Stop farting around.
Okay, yell out loud to everybody at McDonald's right now. It's like, everybody, get serious.
John's trying to close the show. Be quiet.
This is serious shit.
I'd like to be able to smell the bathroom as I'm eating.
Can you imagine in the future somebody with smell-o-vision?
We just saw 3 people come out of the bathroom, so we know now we know where the flushing came from.
Lauren, next time don't sit next to the bathroom. Okay?
Do those anuses know that they're on camera? Look at Lauren.
Oh no!
Here at Mardox, we're professionals.
Well, they all stopped to look at the screens. I'm sure they do now.
we tried to start serious and we ended up stoned.
And John, poor John, he's trying to do the
closure.
Hey, we're not letting him.
Okay. Oh, I don't have it here. I have my little thing upstairs. You know.
Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead, John. In 3, 2, 1.
Remember to do 3 very important things. Please subscribe, like, and comment on the video channel here. And commenting is very important. Tell us what to talk about.
You know, on the YouTubes.
Yeah, the YouTube channel.
On the YouTubes.
And, if you don't tell us what to talk about, we'll talk about this guy behind Lauren in McDonald's. Yeah, he's looking. Hi, you're on television. How you doing, dude? Yep. Okay, you're scratching your head.
He's looking over his shoulder. I think he's stalking you, Lauren.
We're doing this.
For a minute there, I thought you were going to say, do 3 things. Make sure you flush, wipe, and clean your hands.
Make sure you flush, you wipe, and open the
Try.
Wait for the wash. Wait for it to finish flushing before you open the bathroom door.
Yeah.
Well, don't forget to wash your hands, even.
Exactly. I said that.
Wow,
Flush, wipe, and wash your hands.
This has turned into a real shitty topic.
I agree.
Okay, so we're here every day, guys, Monday through Friday at 3 o'clock Eastern. Be here or be square. And as usual, I have no idea how to end a show, so I'm just going to push the button.
No, go.